If we could consider each other a neighbor, a friend, or a brother, it could be a wonderful, wonderful world. It could be a wonderful world. Oh yes, it could be a wonderful world. If each little kid could have fresh milk each day, if each working man had enough time to play, if each homeless soul had a good place to stay, it could be a wonderful world. Oh yes, it could be a wonderful world. If we could consider each other a neighbor, a friend, or a brother, it could be a wonderful, wonderful world. It could be a wonderful world. Oh yes, it could be a wonderful world. If there were no poor and the rich were content, if strangers were welcome wherever they went, if everyone knew what true brotherhood meant, it could be a wonderful world. Oh yes, it could be a wonderful world. If we could consider each other a neighbor, a friend, or a brother, it could be a wonderful, wonderful world. It could be a wonderful world. Oh yes, it could be a wonderful world.
I'm gonna build us a little cage for our ducks, maybe chickens. I don't know, might get some chickens. The way the world and the economy's going and this attack against our source of food, we feel like we should be more responsible about where our food is coming from, be more responsible with producing some of our own foods. Of course, can't produce everything. And I think the system in place is good, so long as we're not using that system to take advantage or hurt or break down the structure of the system. You know, you can't allow the system to attack itself, to attack believers and unbelievers, believers in the system, people who don't. You can't attack the family. So here at our Father's house of prayer, we have plans and have always had these plans that we're gonna plant fruit trees over there in that section, so that, you know, when people find themselves in a desperate situation, they have opportunity for something, for some sort of food. We last had our little garden. We have like a little area for a community garden over there, but no community to help in it. And of course, we live in a farming community, so everybody's got their own gardens, and it's good. It's good, but we had a young woman, and I don't know where she came from, where she is today, but in the middle of the night, sneaking into the garden, stealing fruit and her veggies, and we didn't have hardly anything growing. So it was we had no problem with her getting herself something to eat or taking from it. That's why we got it. That's why we built it. But there was nothing really there for her to get or grab hold of. So we want to put these fruit trees in, at least find yourself in a difficult situation, you can come and find food, something. We're thinking getting some chickens, maybe selling the eggs, and not at grocery store prices, but at a reasonable price, $3 a dozen, not this $5, $6 a dozen stuff. I mean, that's the thing. You can't use the system as a weapon against the people. It just isn't going to sustain. We'll have ducks, duck eggs, and then hopefully we're talking about getting a incubator producing baby chicks and selling them. Selling the baby chicks, the eggs. We'll see. Right now we got a couple of ducks. We had 7 ducks, but 5 were taken out by an owl this past winter. It was a real rough, real cold, brutal winter here where we are. And because of that, owl came into town and pretty much devastated our whole flock. And thus the reason for making this cage. We're gonna make a nice cage and roof it in, put our chicken wire, everything. And I want chickens, I want chickens. I want both of them. I love the whole idea of it. And it's basic. It's just something we could do or offer to our community as something good. And even that for ourselves, have something to eat, something to be a part of. So come and join me as we get started on this build. Doves are everywhere, guys, right now. Doves come into town and coming back. Spring is here. It smells good. It feels good. Finally, got some warmth, some sunshine. But we're ready. Let's get to work, guys. You're all alone and you have no help. Definitely isn't easy.
back towards you. Are you going to put 4 in it? At least. All right, we'll go pull it out. But there. Well. Well.
Well, I'm gonna cut the
Right.
bottom, whatever.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
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 Day one on the kitchen coop is a duck cage. It's not really a coop, but a cage. I don't know. Maybe it's a coop. Not sure what to call it. Day one is done. I'm tired, worn out. I'm done with Phillips head screws. Come on, guys. Enough of that. I'm done with it. Torque screws with the star head. Let's move into the 21st century. I mean, Phillips head it's caveman, and when you were a caveman, and just coming out of monkey stage, the guy who invented the Phillips head, hey. It worked for its time, and it was okay in its day. This is the 21st century. Let's wake up, all of us men, all right? Men, come on. Let's move forward and get rid of caveman stuff and go with the torque screws. The star screw, star-headed screw. It's so much better, so much easier to work with. And a happy carpenter is a good carpenter. You get all frustrated and upset and get your carpenter all mad and angry, and pretty soon he's walking around with 4 fingers, right? And you're tired of that. Good carpenter's got 9 fingers, right? A really good carpenter's got all 10. Known a lot of guys got their fingers cut off during carpentry days. Picked up a couple of peach trees today, so we're moving forward, guys. We're getting there. We're moving forward. I need to get out here on our little garden area. Nothing's done there. Probably late and getting stuff planted, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Then we got and the whole point is to keep the wildlife out, keep the owls out, place for them to sleep safely. We got raccoons out here, we got possum out here. I don't think rats though. And I say I don't think rats because we got more wild cats than I've ever seen in my life. There's a few hundred wild cats, at least there were. We had 6 wild feral cats living here in the backyard. And I don't know, one of the neighbors, somebody killed them, rounded them up, and trapped them. Not sure what they did, but a little disappointing. They was kind of starting to become our friends. And now there's no more. Got rid of the cats. I don't know, and there's 3 kittens here. 2 kittens. One of the kittens disappeared. There's 2 kittens left. They were here this morning anyway. And we feed them. They're our buddies. We're getting so close to them, we're able to pet them now, which is kind of cool. Picked up 6 more ducks to go with our 2 here, so that'll give us 8 in all. If they're too tiny, they're little guys, they're in the house still, we're protected. Plus these 2 here are mating, and the male is a little bit territorial right now. Not bad though, he don't attack me or anything. We had a drake, male drake duck, and boy, he was a real pain. He was acting like he was a rooster, chicken, go around attacking everybody. He was tiny, a little guy. But we got our 2 duckies here, they're doing good. There's mating, so he's a little territorial. We brought the little guys out, get some sunshine this morning, and he is kind of attacking them. And we had him in a little private cage, but attacking the cage, trying to get into the cage. It's like, what are you doing, man? What's wrong with you? But we'll see. I'm gonna try and let her get a little clutch together. Maybe she'll set on them and brood them. We'll have a few more go along. I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying your day. It's spring, full out, went from cold, freezing, terrible winter to all out summer. It was hot. I sweated today. I think I felt good sweating. Sweated a little bit yesterday. The inches on my big belly are just melting away. Guys across the street are doing some tree trimming. Great big 200-something-year-old tree. I mean, this tree is huge. probably him in the background there. It's a beautiful view. I think that's something that we don't think about sometimes in life, is enjoying a good cup of coffee as the sun's starting to set. Taking a little time just to sit back and relax and enjoy what we've got. Right? You know, they're complaining these days, and I wonder, has the world always been this messed up? 'Cause everybody's complaining as though the world is coming to an end and all evil is rampant and it's bad. It is so bad, right? It's 1,000 times better than it was 100 years ago. And it's 10,000 times better than it was 500 years ago. I mean, things we got today, we have everything. We could go to the grocery store, get everything we want, we need. Take that for granted, as if that's not good. We have cars. Can you imagine back in the day when they didn't have cars? Horseback in it, and the furthest you ever traveled was, down to the end of the block. Take you six months, maybe a year to cross the United States with a horse and buggy. Today we do it in a couple days, right? We're complaining. Got my peach trees. Next, we plant these. I have to give it a couple weeks, replenish our funds, spend all the money we got. Then I want to get some apple trees, and they were talking about getting cherry trees, but I don't want to get cherry trees because all the birds eat the cherries before you even get a chance, before they even get ripe. So let's get grapes, or not grapes, plums. A couple plum trees instead of cherries. So we got the peaches, the apples, the plums, and they even had a pear tree there at the store today, but I don't know if we want a pear tree. I'm not big on eating pears. They're always so chalky, kind of. I don't like pears. Pears are good if you get them canned. Right? They're okay canned. But fresh pear, I don't like. Peaches I like, especially fresh peaches right off the tree. We had a peach tree at the other house. Man, them things much better than at the store. I mean, fresh. Never had so much luck with the apples though, because of the worms. We did have an apple tree, but we didn't do it right. This one will do right. If you let it overgrow, your apples come out all small and tart. So you got to really trim it down. Limit the amount of apples that you eat, or allow it to bear fruit with it, and it's much better. They're bigger, sweeter. But the worms just tear up apples. So you gotta spray or something, I don't know. We'll figure it out. And we got our little garden going. The garden's kind of out there in the sun. So last year it kind of got burned up. But I like the garden. What we need to do is weed killer. Get all the weed killer out right now before the weeds come in and weed kill everything. Spray it all down. Because we did have some weeds last year. Got my mulch bin going. Gonna make some mulch or whatever you want to call it. It's supposed to be good for the plants. Next couple days, we'll see if we can't finish the duck coop, duck house, duck cage. And then maybe come next year, we'll see. I want to get chickens. Mom and Dad don't want chickens, but I think we need chickens. You know, chicken eggs. We eat the duck eggs, which they're good, but they're pretty bold. When I say bold, they taste exactly the same as chicken eggs. Eggs is eggs. But they're meatier, tougher. Like there's a snap to them, you know. They don't just melt in your mouth. You gotta chew them. But they do taste good. Oh, the sun's a setting. It's getting beautiful, guys. It's nice. This tree I'm sitting under is awesome. Turns green here in a few days. It's just gonna blow up all green, and then it's gonna blow up and become all white because of all the flowers. So it goes green, pure white, and then it turns purple. All the leaves, everything turn purple. So it's kind of an interesting tree. I don't know what kind of tree it is. Somebody once said it was a red Russian or something. I don't know. The way all the stems or the, whatever you want to call it, branches hang down. And this makes for a perfect place to come sit in the shade. It's kind of cool in here. Real cool place. Had a good day. It was a tough day. First day back in action. You know, it's always the toughest. You gotta get back in shape and all that stuff. Trust me, my fat butt's out of shape. Sweating like a sweat hog. But it felt good. It felt good. I'm happy to shed some weight. I've been doing setups, you know, for the past couple months. Seemed like very small, little, if none progress. Getting my tummy down. I'm fatter now than I've ever been in my whole life. I don't like it. So this sweat, maybe this sweat and this heat will help me out a little bit. It feels good to get out of the house, right? It feels good to get out of the house, out of the church. For the past 3 months, every morning, doing the live Bible studies and excited, you know. Nobody's watching. We get 3 or 4 people watching, and that's good. I'm glad those 3 or 4 were watching. But I think I could do a better product, provide a better thing for people that they would like or enjoy by recording it at more higher quality. And in that, they would be more willing or desire to watch it. And so that's kind of what we're doing today. something different, something new. You know, if you followed me along in my journey of faith, you'd see that I do this stuff every now and then. You know, I'm not that preacher or pastor who does nothing. I actually do the things I preach. And do I do it as good as others? Probably not. But I do it. I do what I preach. And I think we all should do that. You gotta do it. You gotta walk the walk, guys. All right. See you on the next one.